Hi, I'm Anna Cahill, and welcome to It's News to Me. Today, we'll hear from the Batavia Fire Department about bike safety, the Park District discussing preschool and kindergarten, Dennis Piron for the Bulldog Beat, and later, we'll check in with Craig Foltos as he interviews Steve Beach about the housing market in Batavia. But first, school news. As many of you know, the new school year is just around the corner. In our first segment, Steve Pierce discusses the upcoming school year for the Batavia School District.
Hi, my name is Steve Pierce. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources for Batavia Public Schools 101. And I'm here to tell you that we as a school staff are very, very excited about this upcoming school year. Just in case you don't know, our first day of school is on August 20th, and we are very excited about that. Right now, I am in the Rotolo Middle School band room, and next door in the multipurpose room, we have 35 new teachers who are being trained and supported as they prepare for the new school year. Additionally, this year our school board made a great commitment to improve the teaching and learning and instruction of our students by adding 7.5 teachers to our entire system. We also added standards coaches and instructional coaches at multiple buildings. And then finally, we have 2 new assistant principal positions at 4 of our elementary schools. All of these things were added by our board to pursue the mission of always learning and always growing. Teachers and staff have been working hard all summer to incorporate new learning with the Common Core standards that are coming our way, and we cannot wait for our first day of school on August 20th. We will see you at your schools on Tuesday, August 20th. It's going to be a great school year.
Older kids aren't the only students heading back to school. August means back to school for kindergartners and preschoolers. Here's Brittany Bogue from the Batavia Park District.
Hi, this is Brittany Bogue with the Batavia Park District. If you're looking for a qualified preschool program, then look no further. New Horizons Preschool is currently accepting registration for the upcoming school year, which starts on Tuesday, September 3rd. We have knowledgeable and friendly staff who provide a safe environment for your children. This is a place where fun and learning grow hand in hand. For more information or to schedule a tour, please contact Lori McDonald at 630-879-5235. We also have a new enrichment program which is designed to complement the Batavia School District's half-day kindergarten to provide your child with a full day of learning. It weaves academic concepts such as literacy, science, and math into recreational, artistic, and musical activities. Programs are held in all Batavia elementary schools, and they are staffed by state-certified teachers. For more information on the enrichment program, please contact Rachel Schmidt at 630-879-5235 and visit our new website at bataviaparks.org. Thank you.
Thanks, Brittany. Today, we have a special guest from the new BATV show, Mr. Robbie Macbeth. Hello, and welcome to It's News to Me, Robbie.
Thanks for having me.
So what is this new show called, and what is it about?
Yes, it's called Robbies Reading Corner, and it consists of me reading to an audience. I choose works from the public domain and then sit down and read them with a nice fire going behind me.
So how do you select which books to read?
Well, for right now, I'm just selecting books or short stories that sound interesting, but I'm always open to ideas. And actually, if you have a book or story idea that you would like to have me read, please email or call BATV.
How did you come up with the idea?
Well, honestly, Robbie's Reading Corner started as an in-office joke, but once we started talking about it more and more, it seemed like a feasible idea. I pitched the idea around to people, and after some very positive reactions, we decided to make it happen. I'd also like to express special thanks to Chad, Jen, and Holly, who have offered great assistance in making Robbie's Reading Corner a reality.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
On to sports news. Are you ready for Bulldog football?
Hi, I'm Coach Dennis Piron, the Batavia Bulldog football team's head coach. We are adhering to our slogan this year of all in, a very highly motivated 2013 football team. Put in a lot of off-season work, great work this summer, 7-on-7 summer camp. weight room, strength training, conditioning, big dogs, multiple sport athletes all have come together, we think, to form one heck of a football team this year. We returned 7 starters on offense and defense, along with multiple all-conference football players such as Anthony Thelk, Micah Coffey, Anthony Scacia on offense, James Millette, and Forrest Gilbertson on defense. We also have some roster surprises, sort of almost like move-ins, if you could say. Injured players from last year that will be seniors that would have played a big role on our team last year, but bad circumstances, they weren't able to help us. Players like Brandon Dean, Kevin Green, Donovan Kilker. And although Michael Moffitt was part of our program last year, he was not himself because of illness. We believe Michael's going to be back full strength. We have a couple new coaches who are joining our staff. Billy Calamateo from Plainfield South, their D coordinator, is now our defensive backs coach. Very excited about him, along with a number of alumni like Bai Kaba, who is going to be helping us at the varsity level. Longtime assistant coach Bill Kettering has retired from our staff. We're sad to see him go, but we know he'll still be supporting our program in a lot of different ways on Friday nights and throughout the season. Expectations for this year are high. We believe we have the makings of one of the finest teams in Bulldog history, but that remains to be seen once we take the playing field. And we didn't do ourselves any favors with a very difficult opening schedule. We open with 8A powerhouse, state runner-up, Glenbard North here at Batavia on our opening night. They have an all-state tailback, Northwestern Division I player next year, Justin Jackson, who's going to be a load to stop. Week 2, we play a team that a lot of people feel might be one of the top up-and-coming teams in the state of Illinois this year. That's Oaklawn Richards. They only had 2 losses last year to 2 of the best teams in Illinois by a combined 5 points. They returned virtually their entire roster, and a lot of the pundits and specialists around the state feel they might be one of the teams to beat in Class 6A this year, very likely a state title contender. So that's how we start our season. Week 3, Geneva. Obviously is a great local rivalry, and so we come right out with one of the toughest schedules in the state of Illinois, should challenge this team and see what we're made of. Very, very proud to call myself the coach of the Bulldogs this year. This group of young men and these coaches have been dedicated to a very successful season, and I'm very excited to open training camp tomorrow.
Catch all of the Bulldog action on BATV. All home and away games of the 2013 Bulldog season will be broadcast live on BATV at mybatv.com. As many of you know, the Batavia biking community has expanded over the years, and making it all the more important to be aware of bike safety rules. Here's Kale Lebica to talk about bike safety.
Hello, I'm Kale Lobica with the Batavia Fire Department. I'm a firefighter paramedic with the department. I've been here about 12 years. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about bicycle safety today. We want to make sure that everybody wears their helmets when they ride so that they're riding safely. Also remember that downtown Batavia is under construction, so that affects the sidewalks. So be sure when you're using your bike downtown that you're very careful through the construction zones. Also, school is starting soon. Watch out for kids on bikes on their way to and from school. Also, we have a multitude of paths that run through Batavia, one on the east side, one on the west side of the river, and we also have the Illinois Prairie Path that runs through Batavia. So when you're on those paths, make sure that you are aware of your location in the case of emergency, so that when you do call 911 from your cell phone, we can find you on the path wherever you're at.
Thanks, Cal. And now, for an update about Batavia's housing market, brought to you by Craig Foltos.
Steve, you're a real estate agent, part of the beach team. A very successful real estate team, I might add.
Thanks, Craig.
If I were going to buy or sell, I would highly recommend the beach team. But this can't be an advertisement. But, Steve, closing's been going up. Is there a lot more market? How would you rate it?
It has. Our sales have doubled over the last year. Batavia is a really strong market. We have a lot of people coming from out of other parts of the state, other parts of the country that want to move to Batavia because of the schools, because of the downtown, and had out-of-state clients comment on how Batavia has put a lot of money into the streetscape, and they look like they're really trying to go in the right direction.
Do you have any recommendations you'd like to make the town a little bit nicer?
You know, I'd like to see more parking. Definitely more parking downtown. There is a small parking garage, but it fills up quick, and I think people, if they had an easier place to park, would frequent the stores downtown more often instead of making the drive out to busy Randall Road.
So, when you're going to pay your real estate taxes, just remember, even though they're high, we're paying for these good schools around here, aren't we, Steve?
You do get something for your money. I had a client from Philadelphia that he was very upset that the taxes were 3 times what he was paying in Philadelphia, but he had to put his kids in private school, so it really made up for the lack of good schools in Philadelphia, which is not cutting down Philadelphia, but that's what he told me. As compared to getting good schools here and just using the public school system instead of private schools. Plus taxes, your real estate taxes are deductible on your income tax, so it always helps to have a deduction.
Do people get shell-shocked when they come from other parts of the country?
They're astonished. Apparently Illinois is the highest real estate tax in the country, as well as the highest gas prices.
What do you tell them to ease that pain?
You'll really like it here.
They have good haircuts.
Right, they have great haircuts.
Thank you, Craig. Well, that concludes this episode of It's News to Me. I'd like to thank all of our guests and staff for making it possible. Most programming on BATV can be viewed online. You can find BATV on Vimeo or YouTube by searching for the BATV 1017 channel. For updates on this and other programs coming to BATV, like us on Facebook at BATV 1017. I'm Anna Cahill, and that's News to Me.
Hey, that's news to me.